baby. Engage your flames. Jesus was the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. Let me levitate into your dreams. I will make love so cosmically. Take off my flesh, you don't need the rest. I'm a man who's the best, so take your guess. Is it me? The purple man. Jesus was the purple man, living in a desert, purple land. Snake bite to the head, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. Next slide, Chewy. I just sweep all the leftover Greek that they're too afraid to sneak a peek. No, I ain't monetized, so look into my eyes. The truth never dies, the Medea is the real Christ. I got fired for all my lies and sexual assault. It's not my fault. Jesus was the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. No, goddammit, no. Do you understand? All these sexy guardians are engaging my flanks. The standard translations are just a mistake. God is in hedonism and perversion, not the saints. Scholars in the back alley taking the bait. Pants around their ankles, I'm the one no one can debate. Jesus was the purple man, snake bite to the hand. Died because he missed the bland. It's Jesus, the purple man, living in a purple land. This blind's waiting on hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. Wait, no, stop, I didn't attack those girls, baby. No, I didn't become a janitor to be closer to impressionable young women. I'm a classicist. Yeah, the assault was all made up because they don't want you to know the truth about the 30,000 Christ Jews. Jesus was the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. Jesus was the purple man, living in a purple land. Snake bite to the hand, antidote from a boy's gland. It's Jesus, the purple man. It's Jesus, the purple man. It's Jesus, the purple man.
Warning, we are not responsible for any booty shaking, titty licking, drinking, cheating, or any other irresponsible actions you're about to watch.
People think I'm gay. Let's boogie. Dr. Till is a racist.
Are you living somewhere you rent?
You know how tight a virgin black ass is?
Yeah.
You can't act black.
This lady right here, she's black. But really,
She's wearing
it's a CIA mask.
CIA
She's
mask.
doing CIA
Yeah.
blackface.
Ministry of Duds.
Subtitles.
Turns out, the Westboro Baptist Church was right all along. Jesus is a guy who walked around with 12 children.
So let me get to the real. I think I'm the dumbest person in the world.
The path of a lesbian is truly a hard and lonely one.
This guy actually believes he's boiling people and roasting people on the internet.
Welcome back, everybody. Back to the ministry, dude. I'm your host, Dr. Till. Hit that like button on your way in. Share this link on all your favorite social media. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We need to get our numbers back up. Of course, the best way to help support this stupid fucking show is by going to streamlabs.com/ministry. Buy me a coffee. Right there on Rumbles. Oh yeah. How's it going, John? Just me and you tonight.
I know. It's gonna be fucking We're gonna have a cozy little time.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of fun shit to talk about tonight. Fucking Kyle's taking care of family.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe him. I thought this show was more important to him than family. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah. I missed funerals for this show. So it only seems natural that he should show up for
I did this show from a funeral and no one even noticed. You can go back. You'll see one episode. There's just a casket behind me. And no one ever brings it up.
Yeah, I canceled a wedding.
Not his. It's someone else's.
Yeah.
And the weirdest part is he didn't even know him.
No.
Just ran in. This is canceled. Just fucking right back out.
Well, you know, I thought I'd try my hand at wedding crashing.
you went for the ultimate. You spiked the ball on the opening serve.
Yeah.
Just like, game's over, bitch.
Oh, oh, get fucked, kid.
Well, guys, we got a lot of shit to talk about tonight. I got a new video from our favorite flat earther. That's right, Mr. Fittest Flat Earther, which an old clip of us reacting to him just went live on the channel, I think today, so go check that out later if you haven't. Go watch all our clips. I made a big playlist. I don't remember if I made it public or not. I will double check that part. But I made a big playlist of all the fucking clips that we've been putting up. Yeah, go watch all those. Did his family buy Kyle a new computer? No, Till did. That's right, Schnauzer Max. That is fucking right.
That's true.
Oh, we're gonna use that. We're gonna make Kyle feel guilty. He's gonna feel so guilty when he gets back.
Oh,
he's gonna start
we're gonna fucking put his feet to the fire.
I've yet to make Kyle break language. Like that's my ultimate goal in life. Is I want Kyle to, get so upset or mad that he starts yelling at me in Portuguese. Like he can't even think in English anymore. He's so angry.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, what up, fat gag boy? What's going on, buddy?
Not much. What's going on? What are you doing, and who you been doing it with?
Oh, I'm just chilling like a villain, dog. We have several clips tonight from the latest biggest problem in the universe where Dick Masterson and Vito actually, I wouldn't say go to blows, but come to face about the very topic we discussed last night. And this was before I even watched the new episode of Biggest Problem in the Universe. I had no idea that they even talked about it. So we got a couple clips from that. And we may even have a few other steel toe clips maybe a little later. Because I know everybody's been hearing about the shit's been going on with Rakeda and Keanu. You heard about this, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch all that?
Most of it. Most of what Mersh covered.
I watched a big portion of it. I saw a big portion of it when it was live. I actually came in right as like it was like maybe a minute and a half after Rakeda had come on. I thought I would come in like in the middle, but according to those clips, I came in right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning, goddamn.
But yeah, it was basically her just screaming like a fucking banshee.
Oh yeah, because she got caught.
Yeah, but they both end up looking dumb.
Yeah.
So we may touch on that, but I mainly have clips of things that happened after that. The fallout, if you will, of the Keanu Rakeda stream.
Is Steel Toe doing like a post-mortem?
Of course, he used it as a chance to tell everyone how awful Nick Rakeda is, but how amazing he is in comparison. And then Johnny just went, am I getting paid today? You are right, Aaron, if I'm getting paid today. But first, we have a little something special that was sent in to us from, I believe it was Stevie J that sent it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this person is immediately going to make everyone angry. and she's doubly so once she starts talking. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is that Gender Bender Craven the Hunter? No, it's not. It's
not?
This is, what's her name? Her name is Candy Frazier. I've literally known about this woman for about 15 minutes. And I've only watched a handful of her shorts, but here's one right here.
And once you know this, you can't unknow it.
God, I hate the way she fucking speaks.
A lot of these plants we eat, like carrot, people think are food. They're not food. The orange carrot was created at the turn of the 18th century, and we act like they've been around since the turn of time.
This is a wild
Don't worry, Hal, we'll get to it.
carrot, also known as Queen Anne's lace. They're far from the sweet and
How
tender
does the
carrots we're
plant
used to.
turn into the carrot?
They're
I
literally
don't know.
They're doing like
dumb.
food conspiracy shit now. Like, there's been a conspiracy to make weird plants that aren't usually edible into big edible plants.
And it's changing as we change its DNA. It's gonna change our DNA, man.
I mean, that's not wrong, but it's always towards symbiosis.
Yeah.
So if it's changing our DNA, it's to accept their nutrients better. Because the more nutrients they can impart to us, the more of them will grow.
But it's like GMOs, man.
Yeah.
They're like bad for you, man.
You know grass
RFK.
screams?
Yeah, I did. That's why that's what happens when you smell it, right?
Yeah, that's the
Fresh grass.
freshly cut grass smell. That's the screams
Yeah.
of grass.
Yeah.
Love the smell of screaming grass in the morning.
Through selective breeding practices that began in the 18th century,
We were
agronomists
making carrots fuck.
Just banging two carrots together.
Boom, baby carrot.
transformed these wild roots into the big orange carrots we see today.
What most people don't know is that Queen Anne's lace, the root itself, was used as the morning after pill. It is so toxic, it will abort a fetus. And yes, it's...
I don't know if that's true. I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I have no
I know
idea
they
if
did
it's
shit
true.
like that.
Liberty
But-
Press says, where is Vito Baldi? Oh, we're not there yet. He's like segment 2. He's gonna be in like the heart of the show. Right now we're watching a dumb non-vegan. What's the opposite of vegan?
Meat eater. Carnivore diet.
No, well, I know like the opposite of being a herbivore is being a carnivore, but I mean like in the weird click type thing. You know, like vegan's like it's a thing you do. It's not really. It's not about the not eating meat. It's about the lifestyle, right? She's in like the opposite camp where she pretty much-
paleo.
a paleo chick.
Yeah,
Is that why she's dressed in wolf skins?
I think so.
That's pretty funny. Steve Jesus,
I-
carrots are not real, man.
I actually
Not
killed all
as
of these animals. I paid for these animals to be killed.
toxic now
make
that
this.
we've bred the poison.
Look at her fucking hairdo. What is this? What is this?
Could you imagine? She's actually just like a white supremacist.
If I was
like
in
one of
the
those-
bathroom and she had her hair braided on the sides and done up in
Yeah.
like a weird pomp in the front, I would immediately start laughing. I wouldn't be able to help it. It wouldn't be anything
Yeah.
like,
Like
malicious.
You know those guys who are like they're like really into Viking culture, a little too much, and they think they're like the superior race or whatever. Imagine that's chick with the braids.
It's kind of gay.
Yeah.
poison out of them, but this is the root, and we're feeding them to our fucking kids, and it's gotta stop. I don't want to see babies.
It's gotta stop. What is that voice? We're feeding it to our fucking kids. And it's gonna stop.
It's gonna stop.
What is this?
I don't know. Maybe this is like a creature that came out of the woods and is now trying to convince us to.
John, she's just a crazy bitch. I finally get it. Looking at her head on, I get it. She's just some crazy bitch. Look at this one. I'm just gonna look at it for the outfit.
You shouldn't stay out in the sun. You'll get skin cancer.
What? You shouldn't stay out in the sun. You'll get skin cancer.
Oh, come on, Mom. I'm only going to be out there for like 15 minutes.
This bitch is like 48 and she's trying to act like she's 28.
You shouldn't stay out in the sun. You'll get skin cancer. Then why is skin cancer at the highest rate it's ever been when we wear more sunscreen and avoid the sun more than we ever have been? Low vitamin D levels are associated with a higher risk of melanoma and a poor prognosis. Does any of that make sense? Our ancestors
I've heard this
didn't
one
need
before.
Yeah, her solution is you need to be more black.
I mean, it would work if you could do that. But
I mean, it sounds like she's telling us to do blackface, and in which case, I don't wanna, but I will for cancer.
I'm telling you, secret white supremacist. Blackface, the braids, the paleo shit.
She's out there tricking all the right-wing granola bitches into doing blackface. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
sunscreen. Come on, you pansies. UV.
Come on, you pansies.
Come on, you pansies.
Damage the skin, but then you have melanin to come along and save the day. And our systems are designed perfectly. You get a beautiful golden tan.
What?
She sounded like she was talking about what's that speech in Jurassic Park? And we could charge them for the small price of admission.
Dude, like, all these videos are fucking wackadoo.
I want to see the one. There's one where it looks like she's on the set of Joe Rogan.
Oh, this one? Oh. No, that's somebody else.
That's somebody else?
Yeah,
okay.
It's a clip from a Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay. Because I thought she went on a fake one.
All these, how to understand your metabolic rate, boring. There's a harmony to how we eat, boring. Beware of the fuel system, boring.
It's health stuff.
Stay in your frame.
Stay in your lane.
Oh, this one.
Okay.
I love it when they're
She looks like 55 years old here.
They're like, just go in the woods and try to hunt down with your hands and your feet an animal with your nails, because they say that lions have claws and stuff. You guys, do you know what an apex predator is? It's us.
Oh, guys, do you know what an apex predator is?
It's us.
Dude, I think she might be borderline retarded. It's pretty close.
She could be. We need more candid moments.
Let's see.
Like that.
Apples cause visceral fat. I don't know what that means.
It takes very little fruit. We're talking like a half an apple a day, and you be putting on visceral fat. And it's because...
What is visceral fat?
It's visceral.
It's fat that's real gritty. It's been in the streets.
It's an alcoholic.
It's a fat. It's got a lot of film grain to it, you know? And there's a lot of guys going, this is my life. I have a hard life, but this is mine. So I'm gonna go punch this guy. Visceral.
Of all the apples and all the orchards, she had to walk into mine.
She had to walk into my apple? What does that even mean?
Because we just don't need that much glucose. Our bodies...
Stevie J says Vito is a visceral fat.
True.
Just aren't designed to utilize that huge of a glucose hit. And when you're eating meat and you're using that process of gluconeogenesis to break down the meat to glucose, and you're activating that process.
Did she just say to break down the meat to glucose? Did she use glucose as a verb? I believe that's what I heard. I could be mistaken.
Okay. I know. I think she means literally convert the meat into glucose.
I get
But
that.
that's not how that
but
works.
But the way she
I don't
phrased
think.
it, listen to it.
Genesis to break down the meat to glucose, and you're activating that
To glucose. Break down the meat to... Okay, the way she inflects it...
Yeah.
Makes it sound like she's making it a verb. Okay, so the sentence structure wasn't a verb, but the way she stated it made it sound like she was verbing glucose. You know, you gotta glucose that meat, dog.
You gotta glucose that meat.
Man, I love getting some meat and just like glucosing it up, you know?
Yeah, that's what I say when I put the barbecue sauce on. I like to glucose it up, baby.
process. Anything extra outside of that, it just gets turned into fat because your protein can be used as glucose.
So you're telling me eating meat can do the job of having blood sugar?
Yeah.
It's like she's telling me. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. That just seems like a very like common sense thing. Like when you eat, you have more energy, which means your blood sugar's going up. Right. So anything you eat will convert into glucose at some point. You know why potatoes are really great for diabetics?
They're starchy.
The starch will turn to glucose faster than sugar actually will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there a potato liquor?
I mean, I've called Hal that once or twice, but that's for different reasons.
Oh. Oh? That's okay. That's a hard one to guess at.
Good. I'm not giving you any more hints.
All right.
All right, let's move on to one of our other favorite schizos. You guys remember was his name Mark in it or some shit? Bobby? Tom Classics. You guys remember Tom Classics?
Oh, Tom Classics.
The fittest butt earther.
He wrote all my favorite fucking espionage books.
Yeah, he wrote every book you were told to read in high school. Tom Classics.
Yeah, Tom Classics.
He used a lot of pen names. A lot of people don't know that.
You don't still think that the Avengers are the good guys, do you? Oh.
Really? Warden Gordon says, this dumbass, the Pat Tillman hoax retard? Yes, Warden Gordon. This one. But this time, guess what? He's back with some Marvel conspiracies. What? Oh, man.
Somebody's trying to get into the algorithm.
Yep. Me.
He's gonna be doing Harry. Oh, you. Next, he's gonna be doing Harry Potter.
I was gonna say next he's gonna be doing Eric July conspiracies.
Fill you in on something. You see, the Avengers movies are biblical, and the Avengers are the fallen angels. And Thanos up there, well, he's their inverted, perverted version of God. Because the entertainment industry isn't run by who you think it is, and it's not for the purpose.
Jews?
If he's, Jews.
It's definitely run by Jews.
Yeah, you might find pockets with like Middle Eastern money in there or something. But
yeah, I mean, there's like
mostly
there's less Jews in Hollywood nowadays than there have been, but it's still overwhelmingly the top brass of Hollywood is still Steens and Bergs and whatnot. And that's not anti-Semitic, Semitic at all. That's just as the facts. Okay, it's a little anti-Semitic.
Is it anti-Semitic to notice things?
Yes, apparently is, according to the ADL.
Yeah.
This that you think it is. No, it's predictive programming and it's mind control. And like I said, these Avengers movies, they're biblical in nature. And I'm going to show you. You see, the
remember when
Avengers
Jesus had a shield and he threw it at the Roman soldier?
Yeah.
And it bounced back?
Mean these heroes are like archetypes?
You remember when Moses went into the cave and built him a suit of armor that could shoot rockets.
That's where he wrote the 10 Commandments.
You remember when Abraham said, "My secrets, I'm always angry." Remember when Joseph was all jumping around shooting arrows at flying bug people?
Do you remember when Abel took out his made that giant electric hammer and he fought Thanos? But his brother Cain died earlier. Moving.
Starts out with Thanos' minions coming down from space or the heavens, and
I mean, it's space, though. It's not really allegorical.
Well, he's a flat earther, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't believe in space. So why does he even? Where are they coming from, then, bro? Huh? If the Earth is flat, where are they coming from?
He just said heaven.
Dude, I don't remember who it was. I think it might have been Tim Dillon that said something like this. He's like, I was talking to a flat earther, and they were telling me about how, like, you know, you'd be on the ice wall. There's all this ice, and then there's like more places out there. And he was like, so it's space, but with a boat instead of a ship. It's like, it's just the same thing, bro. Like, you're just describing the same thing.
angels, aka the Avengers, have to fight off all these minions invading their territory. Well, because Earth is the fallen angels' dominion.
Hey, they had giant salamanders just like destroying fucking buildings and shit. That's not something God would do. God wouldn't have giant salamanders. That's stupid.
Well,
uses like horses.
No, sure. If God were to do it, it would be like 10 million small little salamanders. And the blood of your firstborn.
Banished here for betraying God. And like I said, everything's perverted in the entertainment world. So the minions and Thanos and all the bad guys in the movies, that's a representation of us, humans, and God. So like I said, the first movie, the aliens coming here, we're the aliens. The humans are the aliens coming to invade their territory. Next, we have a godlike intelligence.
Why are they invading their territory? Earth is the territory of humans.
This is their perverted vision of Jesus. Oh, and he just happens to be associated with a floating city. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the floating city of Jerusalem. But the main protagonist
I've never heard of that.
Is Thanos, aka
You never heard the city of God?
Floating city of God.
Yeah, and the Book of Revelation talks about a city a mile wide, a mile tall, and a mile deep, landing on Earth, and like it's gonna be like a giant golden cube.
Oh.
Yeah, which I mean that's pretty big. Mile.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty big.
Which, as a kid, that's back in like the 90s. I'm hearing all this shit, so I'm like thinking like Star Trek Next Generation. I'm like, so God's a Borg? He's gonna land a Borg cube on.
Wouldn't he just be don't Muslims have a cube? What if that's the evil cube, or that is the cube?
The Dome of the Rock or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, it would be kind of funny if God showed up and it was just like a small little Rubik's Cube, but it's in Jerusalem, so no one really cares.
Version of God, and he's chasing the 6 Infinity Stones. And in my opinion, these Infinity Stones are them telling us how they have slowly but surely taken over control of all of our minds, and for the eventuality to steal our soul. Let's first look at the Power Stone here. This is a representation of the government, our power structure. They've infiltrated the government. Mind? Well, maybe that.
This motherfucker really is reading too deeply into the Infinity Gauntlet thing.
Yeah, he is.
This is impressively stupid.
What I don't like is that, government's evil, so, so they invert everything, so, it's the smug attitude.
Yeah.
That's talking about the school system, which, if you know anything about the Rockefeller school system, they've infiltrated the school system. In space, do I even have to talk about that one? I mean, space doesn't exist. If you're watching this and you still think space is real, well, you got a lot of research to do, my friends. Time?
What are you, stupid?
Our timeline is not right, in my opinion. There's been hundreds of years added and fake history added, and they've infiltrated time, for sure. Reality? You know how they did this? Through the television. They have constructed a matrix of reality, and what people think of reality versus what reality actually is are two totally separate things. Most people think we're spinning on a ball traveling 66,600 miles per hour around the sun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. First correct thing he said so far.
I think he meant it sarcastically, though.
Stationary, flat.
He doesn't. These people don't understand how mass and gravity actually works. How the more mass something has, while it could be traveling super fast, it's not gonna feel fast on the surface because it's very large.
So huge.
Yeah. It's like they can't extrapolate like principles from the small to the large.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
It's hard.
It was like when I was in like high school, and we were we're in geometry class. Teachers being like, "All right, picture a box," and people were like, "I can't." Like, what? What do you mean you can't? How many? There's like, how many sides does a box have? And they're like, 10. What? Can you not see things in your head? It's got 6 sides.
Do you know about the apple test?
With the picture an apple?
Yeah. There's like
I
certain
can't,
people can only picture so much.
I can't comprehend someone not going, okay, what kind of apple? Do you want me to do like a Red Delicious or Granny Smith? Like, I can do red and I can do green. I could do yellow apples. You seen a yellow apple with a little brown?
Yeah, I've seen a
dots on the
yellow
skin?
apple. Mm-hmm. They got freckles.
Yeah. I don't know how someone can't picture that in their head.
Because they're NPCs. They're big. There's nothing going on up here.
Yeah, he says, can you imagine being married to this guy, whether he's trolling a paid site or actually has an IQ smaller than the average man's shoe size? Yeah, this guy, I don't imagine he dates. I'm pretty sure the only woman he ever talks to is his mother. It's like a real Norman Bates kind of situation, I think, going on here.
Oh, okay.
When she dies, he's just going to put on her clothes and pretend to have a conversation for both of them. Oh, yes, Mr. Finisfetter, you're so smart. I'm so proud of you as your mother. Thanks, Mom. He's got like one side with the...
He's like Two-Face.
Yeah.
Thanks,
You want him to
Mom.
glare?
In the closed realm, if that's not manipulating reality, I don't know what is. And well, what's the goal of all of it? The goal of all of it is to steal our souls. And you see, the fallen angels have stolen all these from us. Maybe not this one yet, but they're trying. And God, aka Thanos in the movies, well, he's trying to restore this back to his
Like, it
natural
just sounds like
creation.
fantasy.
So he's
That's all
talking
it
about
sounds
Marvel
like.
movies. He's
Yeah.
talking about Marvel movies. How is God trying to restore anything, Thanos God, trying to restore anything by snapping out half of all existence?
Fucking beat got me.
His reasoning in the movie was because of resources and all that, half the people.
Yeah. Which is
have to
stupid. It means you don't understand how systems work.
Yeah. Yeah, Thanos, he was a strong guy. Kind of dumb.
Kind of dumb.
Kind of dumb.
Not a big. He's weirdly a big, not a big picture guy, but also not. You know.
That's just because he needs the pictures to be large so he can see them with his giant purple head.
Yeah.
His natural law. And getting back to this one here, they have people so confused on the time that most people are still waiting for Jesus to come back and don't realize we're living in a time where Jesus already came back and we're past.
His name was Elvis, and he became Donald Trump. I'm expecting him to go there at any moment.
That would be much more interesting. I hope he does go there.
It's a millennial reign, and now we're living in a time where Satan, he's released for a little while. Released for a little while to deceive the nations in all of these ways. But the fallen angels are smart. They know they lose in the end. They even tell us in the movie.
Be back here.
Hey, what was that?
Went forward in time to view alternate futures, to see all the possible outcomes of the coming conflict.
How many did you see?
14,605,000.
How many did we win?
One.
It's funny, I took a closer look at the fingers he was holding up while he was in that trance too. Looks a lot
Devil
like
horns?
devil horns to me. Just
Oh.
Oh my god. This man is a fucking retard. Oh my god.
When was the last time this was edgy? The 80s?
Yeah, I was gonna say 1982. 1983.
Yeah.
This is pretty shitty. Like, this guy literally he's making shit out of thin air.
Yeah.
And the whole, like, thing, that's like a yoga thing, not touching your thumb and your forefinger, or your middle finger, and you just do that. But if you do this, it's the curse of the devil. Oh!
Satanic panic, baby.
I used to be scared of Satanists when I was a kid. I remember one time going with my dad out to this old trailer that was going to be pushed over into a hole. It was out on the boondocks, right? They just dug a big hole with a black hat, and they're just going to push it over into the hole, right, and bury it.
Okay.
And some drug addicts had broken into the trailer and drawn a big pentagram and a wizard with really tiny hands doing like wizard hand symbols. And my dad was being all like, they were in here doing something bad. I'm like, what, drawing on walls? And it's like, back then though, I was like, oh no, they're trying to summon the devil.
Yeah.
Now I know it's probably more likely they were shooting up meth in their dicks and fucking.
Yeah, and they're
each other.
shitheads.
They were probably being gay together in that trailer. I was probably standing in a gay crime scene.
Little did you know, all around you.
Yeah, they were
Splooge.
doing meth and fucking each other in the butt.
So your father was right. Something horrible did happen there.
He was. He just didn't know it.
Yeah. Ooh, my hair just stood up on end. Something bad happened here.
I smell it too.
Oh. Smells like.
What's that weird sweaty smell, Dad? Don't worry about it. Gross.
I'm cluing you in again that they're a representation of the fallen angels, and they know the battle that's coming. The battle talked about in Revelation 27 of the Bible, where the nations of Gog and Magog are gathered together to fight the beloved city. The nations of Gog and Magog are gathered together to battle against the beloved city, and then fire came down from God and devoured them. So the nations are gathered together to battle.
Okay, so the beloved city is. You're not going to explain that. Okay.
Huh. A war mentioned in my text. Look familiar?
Look familiar? Yeah.
It's any war. What do you do? What?
Yeah.
The horns explanation. Okay.
Get that thumb down, pal. What's that? That thumb doesn't come on. That's Hawaiian, you see. That's Hawaiian. That means I love you. I love you.
I love
That's
you.
Italian. That's in Hawaii. That's some feathers.
So where did it come from then?
Protection from the evil one, pal. I can give you the evil one. That came from me, from my grandmother.
Tell me the story.
It wasn't really much of a story. Just a little kid walking down the street, and my grandmother would see somebody walking by who she thought was giving me the evil eye, so she'd chuck up the maloik. And just something I remembered all my life, you know, being part of the culture I grew up in. It just became something that I became identified with because I did it so much. So I've gotten credit for inventing it, which I didn't do. And
That's Dio.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Ronald James Diosifer, I believe is his full name.
Diosifer, okay. I thought it was the School's Out guy.
Hungarian.
Oh, I can see that.
it's amazing to me. Just absolutely amazing that I've
No, School's Out was sung by Alice Cooper.
kind of
Alice Cooper, yeah.
in some way been responsible for this signal that has become part of certainly heavy rock and roll. But you can see it in a Britney Spears concert too.
So his grandmother would do that at people who would give him a stink eye, and he stole it from rock music.
Then it scared a bunch of Christians for about 10 years, I think. How long was Satanic Panic?
It's been about 40 years.
Okay.
They're doing it again. They've brought out Satanic Panic 4.0.
Yeah. It's like with that fat British guy. It looked up like he dressed up in fetish gear.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Rob Smith? No. Do you remember that? It was saying he did a performance that was like
I know you're talking about. I'm blanking on his
Satanic.
name. He was a gay guy. He was bringing all that shit from the gay clubs.
Yeah.
Rob Halford,
Yeah, Halford. That's his name.
senior of Judas Priest.
No, that's not who I was talking about. I'm talking about new Satanic Panic, like from a few years ago.
Oh, I don't know
Oh,
about no
Sam
Satanic
Smith.
Panic.
There you go.
Sam Smith. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Don't care.
Gathered together to battle.
He's so stone-faced.
And fire came down from God out of heaven. Thanos.
That's not fire. This guy sucks at watching movies and understanding conspiracy theories. Or the
Yeah.
Bible.
The Bible. Well, it's not that crazy when you realize like 95% of people can't fucking read properly.
I think this guy might be what do they call it? Retarded. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's slow.
Yeah, definitely. That's it's sad when you see people that are really dumb, like getting a lot of people, like not necessarily just a lot of people watching. That's fine. It's a lot of people like buying into their bullshit, and it's like, oh my god, you don't understand how dumb this person is. That's
Mhm.
crazy. All right,
It's a big black pill.
Yeah, it sucks. It's
Much
like
cake for 10.
people just acting ridiculous for no reason. They're like, oh man, you know, Elvis is definitely Trump, and Nicolas Cage was, fuck, who did he say Nicolas Cage was? Oscar Wilde or what? I don't fucking. None of the timelines ever match up. Sometimes there are people that are living at the same time. There was one, Who was the one he said Orlando Bloom was?
Johnny Depp? No. Yes? Was it Johnny Depp? Something like that.
I don't even remember. He has so many. They're just so dumb. All right,
silly.
Let's get into this. We got some clips tonight from Vito on the biggest problem in the universe. Oh shit, we got a dono first.
Oh shit.
Dick's man executed a lobster with $5.27. Was he a puff across everybody's? Have a great recovery from Dare. Program Kyle. Hope you're the best on your recovery, big guy.
Well, thank you very much, Time Man.
We'll make sure he gets that.
And there you are, my friend.
Microwave.
Y'all can be like our good friend Time Man by going to streamlineapps.com/ministry, dude. All right, let's watch some of this shit. Vito is on meth. Why is it just circling? I hate YouTube now. It just breaks.
Coach Cake for 10. Fans of the old show will get this. This show feels identical to the last 10, 15 episodes of the old show. Like trying to bang a limp. You know you can't keep it up much longer.
Coach, I felt the same way. Okay.
When did you feel the same way?
He's right. Coach Cake is right. He's very perceptive.
Oh, the show is bad now?
No.
Is the show good or bad?
It's great.
Well, what's great about it?
Everything.
You've just gone past a threshold.
The jokes are great. Ian Miller for 2. No booty. You only get 2.
Coach Cake for 10.
All right, so people who don't realize what he's talking about, he's referring to the last iteration of Biggest Problem in the Universe.
Mm-hmm.
What was the last, 10, 15 episodes? Maddox just really starting to... I don't know. I wasn't watching back then.
It was before then. Things started getting weird after episode 36 or something like that. And then it was 80. And then, the last 20 or 30 episodes were just
awkward.
There wasn't really just felt like they were phoning it in. Or just not, the passion wasn't quite there.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that some of that was just Maddox was straight up futzing with the episodes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember him talking about that. I don't know. I kind of feel like Dick is tuning out a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you in that position, somebody just being this big of a... I like Vito. Don't get me wrong, I like Vito. But there's something about, when you're in, a partnership with someone and they start acting erratically and start fighting with everyone and you're just like, why can't we just go back to normal?
To not doing that, yeah.
Yeah, why are you always got to start shit with everybody?
Well, Dick also doesn't want to... scare Vito off completely. You can see Dick holding back sometimes.
Yeah,
simply because it gets through the conversation to where Vito has usually some weird circular logical thing going on.
Yeah, he's really in this these weird loops where he thinks what he's doing is, I don't know if okay is the right term, but he thinks they're beneficial in some way. He thinks getting into fights with people in comments on Twitter and working himself up. He thinks
does he?
Yeah, he literally thinks that's beneficial. So here we go. Here's another one.
I think it was just him coping when he says that.
Well, it's they get what they want, and I get what I want, which is to yell at somebody. It's
that's a total cope, though. He doesn't need to be. If you see him yelling on Twitter, it seems very personal.
Yeah, it's. I don't get people that take things online this personally.
Yeah.
Like, I just got one of my channels deleted, and I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't even take it that personal. I was like, I'm mad. Okay, I'm over it.
Shitty.
It's happened before.
10, bro, this argument's a peek into the future. Vito speedrunning his ascent into insane meth head status. This is
I
the
know,
funniest
I
thing
can
he's
see
ever
it too.
done. Maddox could never. What are you talking about? We're getting all sorts of stuff done. Super Killer is looking good. Don't tell me those updates. You saw the updates. You see that comic book? Changed the colors.
It's just gray goo at this point. Now I
Hack the movie says he's hanging out with some piss whore. Got it. Human Dynamo for 2. Cards are Vito's rectangle hell future. Flirk respect for 10. Congratulations.
Like, I get that Vito doesn't like Matt and Riley. That's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just like kind of shitting all over Tony a lot of times for no fucking reason.
Oh, well, Tony's probably bugging him all the time.
Well,
I think he
Vito
is.
needs to stop doing shit.
Wow.
Like, Tony's trying to help him, and Vito's being a dickhead about it.
Yeah. But Vito, he doesn't listen.
No, he doesn't.
Authy for 10, bro. This argument's a peek into the future. Vito speedrunning his ascent into insane meth head status. This is
I
the
know,
funniest
I
thing
can
he's
see
ever
it too.
done. Maddox could never. What are you talking about? We're getting all sorts of stuff done. Super Killer is looking good. Don't tell me those updates. You saw the updates. You see that comic book? Changed the colors.
It's just gray goo at this point. Now I
Hack the movie says he's hanging out with some piss hole.
Me too.
He also really hates men, and I don't know why, and I have a feeling it's just because of Riley.
Well, I don't know how you can hate Riley, though.
Vito doesn't want people going to his house.
He never did that.
And he has to blow everything up to make it seem much worse, like it's life or death. He's malingering. That's a word I learned today, malingering.
A video game. Maybe he would help you with that.
Exaggerating.
Boblax has great ideas for video games, as we all know. Because remember, he couldn't tell me his idea because it was too good.
What you need is 2 or 3 meth heads popping concertas and just hammering out ideas, man. You got
dude. You see this?
Let's just get around in a circle, pop some concertas, and say, "Here's an idea. Here's an idea," and they're like riffing on ideas and like, "Man, this is gonna be amazing, man."
Here's what I don't get. I told you I was taking.
He's like vibrating.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Watch. Go back. Look at his hand.
Just hammering
It's
out
like
ideas.
shaking.
Man.
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
just get around in a circle, pop some concertas.
Maybe he just hasn't.
And say, "Here's an idea. Here's an idea," and they're
He's
like
hungry.
riffing on ideas and like, "Man,
He ate 20 minutes ago.
He's hungry. No, that's the fucking upper shake. Like, that's
Is
the
it?
shake. That's the shake you get from drinking like 9 cups of coffee. You're just.
Cause sometimes I just have the shakes.
Well, you're also alcoholic, so like.
Yeah, but I'm always lubed up.
Gotta get
ready
the
to go.
gotta get the formula right, John.
Yeah.
Gotta get the right amount of ounces.
I'm hair of the dog. I thought I had my shit nailed down, but I guess not.
this is gonna be amazing, man."
Here's what I don't get.
I bet his leg under the desk is just 90 miles an hour too. That's not good. You shouldn't be like that at rest at 9 p.m.
No. But
I told you
restless leg syndrome. He's got too much energy.
He wonders why he's always so anxious about everything.
Yeah.
It's because you
It's built up.
Constantly hopped up on fucking stimulants. That'll make you literally feel anxious. It's one of the reasons why I don't like stimulants. I don't like being anxious. I like being chill.
Taking Concerta like a year ago. It's not a new thing. Like, it didn't just happen. Remember you were like mad at me? There was one time you're like, so you're telling me there's a magic pill that gives you energy for the show and you didn't take it? And I said, yeah, well, sometimes I don't remember to take it.
Oh, that was Concerta?
That was Concerta.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not like I all of a sudden am on meth. I've been on meth.
Vito, what are you saying?
All right.
Stop.
If
Even
that's
if you
the-
are, just stop.
If that's the take he look, if he's gonna give that take, that's great. That's awesome. Fucking double down, dude.
This is why you don't try to help people like Vito. Because there's no helping them. They're always gonna double down.
I don't think there's much helping anybody.
I think there is. I think some people
you can help
them.
away, but ultimately it's not you doing it.
No, the best way to help somebody is you shame them relentlessly until they just feel so bad about who they are as a person that they change.
Yeah.
That's what the Bible teaches me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
My parents sent me to a camp that did something similar.
What has been bad?
What are you talking about? What has been bad?
What has been bad? The show's been great. The show's been growing. Like, you look at the numbers. If you look at the biggest problem, if you look at the biggest problem over the past year, we went from 1270, we were up to 2,300 people paid members.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Come to talk with you again. Vito is so fat. He won't stop fucking up our podcast. The silence. Oh. Mwah. It's palpable.
Oh. If Vito's on meth, then so's like every other journalist on Adderall.
Yeah. No, we've been saying that for years. Journalists need to fuck off meth. Pattis Coombs says, but that's my secret. I'm always on meth.
Whatever. Don't. It's not nothing.
They both snap it at the same time. I think Vito started talking as like he almost like jumped from like just going.
Okay, back into it.
He started talking instead of jumping.
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't. It's not nothing to do with drugs. Okay. I don't even take the drugs half the time when I was on the show.
I know that's what makes this piece so interesting. Is that you don't take them. You don't even take the dangerous.
You only take them when you need to work. It's for working. It's not dangerous, psychoactive. It's fucking Ritalin, basically.
Matt.
But it is psychoactive with long exposure.
Yeah, this one is psychoactive. Yeah.
Well, I mean, all amphetamines are psychoactive with long enough exposure.
Oh. Well, what's the timeline on that? 30 years?
Couple weeks. Depends on how much you're doing. If you're doing
And they just gave that to kids, huh?
If you're doing straight meth, you could be seeing shadow people in under a week, depending on how much you sleep. Depends on how big your dose is, how often you're doing them. Are you doing them more than what you're prescribed?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Vito has money. He can get better. He can get better designer meth.
Mm-hmm.
Meth. It's meth.
Sure.
It's meth.
So whatever. It works.
Yeah.
Who cares? So I have big energy.
It works
The
getting
show's
hot.
funny.
Yeah.
I do not understand the
Vito, you've been fighting with people nonstop for a year, and people have been going, what the fuck is wrong with him? And now we know for certain what is wrong with you. You're on meth. It makes stimulants make you agitated. Like they get you in that place where people can get under your skin very easily, and you just snap at them.
And when you're not doing them, you get real eepy.
Yeah, and
you
get real sad.
Yeah.
Sad Vito.
Which Vito does go through phases of.
Yeah, when he's run out of fucking Concerta.
Yeah, and also I'm wondering whether his internal clock is all fucked up because he's been doing meth.
And he probably doesn't take them at the same time every day.
Yeah, probably.
The doom and gloom, everybody acting like the show got bad when the show has been on a tremendous upswing. The fans are loving it. And everybody's always...
I hear...
No, Stevie J, I've not seen a sleep paralysis demon. I don't think I get paralyzed from a sleep.
I did once. It wasn't fun.
No, but you know, like when you're going to REM sleep, your body like naturally paralyzes itself, and the reason why you get sleep paralysis is because the chemical that puts you to sleep, and the chemical that makes you dream, and the chemical that paralyzes you, they get out of balance, and the one that puts you to sleep isn't being pumped in your brain, and so you're getting dream chemicals and paralytics at the same time. So you're just like, ah. I've never had anything like that happen to me, but I have multiple times woken up standing up, like walking towards a door or whatever.
Oh, sleepwalking.
No, not sleepwalking. I mean, like someone knocked
up and
on
pointed at the door. How's that not sleepwalking?
Well, what I mean is like somebody like knocked on my door or whatever, and I'm out of my bed going to the door before I'm fully conscious.
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
I'm a very light sleeper.
Yeah.
Like when I first moved in this apartment, anytime the lady on the other side of the wall would like set her glass down too heavy on her fucking bedside table, I'd wake up.
Wake up.
Well, you know, once you
well,
get used to
then
it,
I don't think you're
anymore.
getting that deep sleep then.
Nah, dog, fuck that shit. We got another one.
Fixman executed a lobster with $6.20. Dr. Till, can we watch Summer School 1987 on Friday, June 20th? First day of summer.
First day of summer. I've never even heard of Summer School 1987, but we could definitely look into it.
Oh,
he always sends
boobies.
He always sends me the most obscure, hard to find shit too.
That too.
Like, could you do this one straight to video movie that was only in the Eastern market in the summers of 1983 to 1987? I'm like, I'll try.
Sure.
But thank you, Ty, man. I appreciate you, sir. And I will definitely look into that movie. Summer School 1987. Okay. All right.
Hear the meth now. It's
you
so
guys
crazy.
are nuts. You guys are nuts.
It's exactly how meth thought.
Vito, I can see the meth. Like it's already making your skin like sallow. Like it takes much longer on like pills, like pharmaceutical meth. But if you're doing like rough and dirty meth, within like 3 months, your skin's gonna look like rice paper. It's gonna look gross.
Gotcha. That's what you mean by sallow.
Yeah, like it almost like looks like it has
like pock marks.
Well, you got like the pock marks, and then it almost looks like it has like a film dried over it, like a ashy film, you know, that you just can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Works. Like, hey, you're doing meth. I don't even understand why people are saying that this is bad. Actually, this thing has been doing the greatest it's ever been ever. It's like, I was talking about the meth.
I can just use the numbers, man. I'm just looking at the numbers. The numbers are up. What do you want me to do? All I can do is look at metrics. The metrics look good.
Hell yeah, baby.
The metrics are looking good.
Yeah.
If anything, we're one of the few podcasts that has had consistent growth. If you look at other people in similar categories, they've been having trouble.
I know. I used to watch the Tuesday Night Grift, and that show just disappeared.
Well, that show disappeared because I couldn't figure out a good co-host, but now I got Bo Blacks. Me and Bo Blacks could be a good show.
Oh, man.
All right, buddy. Let's see here. Vito, stop saying you've made a game. You didn't. You made trailers, did bad graphic design. My graphic design was great on Star Realms. And I'm also the reason that game does not look like Race for the Galaxy. So I saved that game. Justin Broderick for 2.
See, I hear him talking about like these games and shit he worked on. I've never heard of any of these games.
He worked on one really big card game. I forget what it's called. It's like a sci-fi magic type thing.
See, in the time he, like, when did you put that out? Like 2016, 2017?
No, earlier.
Earlier?
I think so.
If it had been like 2010 to like 2014, that would have been like in my heyday of like tabletop gaming, and I would have definitely heard of it. I don't know, maybe it was a little after that.
Maybe.
Once
I
left
don't
LA,
remember what it's
got out of that
called.
shit. Once I left LA, I kind of stopped doing that shit.
Yeah.
Just it was harder to like. It wasn't as fun when you're just going to people's houses anymore. Like it was a lot more fun to go to like the game store and
Right, to
play
hang
Magic
out,
or
and there's
whatever.
more community.
Yeah.
So Star Realms is good because it rips off Ascension. We actually tried to have Ascension publish it, and they said no, and they lost to Black.
I mean, it's an old theory. I don't know why.
I don't know any of this.
It's a very old theory. I don't know
Well,
what there is left to explore in it, especially if math is not involved. So,
True Metal Jake for 5 says if every asshole was allowed to fly a drone in a national park, there would be nothing but for thinking about.
All right.
Mateo,
Didn't you have links to clips?
I did, but I ran out. I ran out of time. Let's see.
Okay.
I think there was a little bit more, but if I can't find it, we'll just say fuck it.
You think the meth is making me think I'm a nice guy?
That's what drug addicts say.
Oh, I think that was
how
it.
You're the ultimate nice guy. Who
I'm a
would do
pretty
that?
nice guy, I think. You think the meth is making me
He's
think
not.
I'm a nice guy?
That's what drug addicts say.
I'm a pretty nice guy.
John, you probably hung around them more than anybody else here.
Yeah.
Is Vito a nice guy?
Not nearly as much as he thinks. But he's been like that for a very long time. I don't know when he started the Concerta, but
like I wouldn't say Eric is a nice guy, but Eric's Eric.
yeah,
I wouldn't. If Eric started being nice to everybody all of a sudden, it would be.
it'd
Really
be weird.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you planning?
Like, are you gonna kill me?
Who have I hurt? Who has been hurt by me?
Who cares?
Johnny Rockets.
Exactly.
Meth Head Vito, Pigeon. Meth Head Vito, console repair Vito, always with the good show tips. Yeah.
I think you guys just don't understand how to have a nice guy around. It like drives you nuts. You know? You're like, this nice guy is driving.
I think Vito's just trying to get a laugh here. He's not that nice a guy.
Yeah. I think he's just being goofy. But you know, amphetamines also do give you an overinflated sense of self-confidence.
It's crazy.
No, we love
But,
Tony from Back to Movies.
Well, Tony is a nice guy. I do like Tony.
Yulim Ulatov for 10. Ah ha 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 for a fucking year. I can't stop laughing. Fucking great, Vito. Never stop, man. Yep. It
Thank
explains so much. Pineapple Mine for
Oh my
Pineapple Mine
God.
for
There's
5.
been a lot going on that is not Concerta related.
Concerta is just extended release Ritalin. Ritalin has basic.
It feels Concerta related. That's for sure.
I mean, yeah, like he's been very like I've never considered Vito to be like. I mean, I wouldn't call him like ever a pussy or anything, but like, I would never consider him like an aggressive individual.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, he's more like passive aggressive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, in the last year, though, I have noticed that he has been a lot more aggressive with people. And, like, the whole Riley thing was, like, a prime example. Like, there was no reason... Like, he may bitch about him and call him gay or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think a year ago he would have gone as far as he did. But then again,
Also,
I don't know the guy, so maybe he would have. I don't know.
A lot of stuff, or what changed, what a significant change in his meltdown is it stopped happening just on Twitter. It started spilling into the biggest problem, Discord, and he'd be sending chats all fucking night back and forth with people saying like, oh, I'm not look, Riley made his choice. That's why I fucking banned him from blah, blah, blah. And Riley, I am better. Bans Johnny from the Discord. He's still banning Johnny from the Discord.
Why? Is he just fucking with
Like
him?
24 hours. Yeah, he's just fucking with him.
That's just
It's not funny.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like the first time it could have been funny.
Yeah.
But like after a while, it's just like, all right, this is getting old.
But he just does it whenever Johnny says something that pisses him off. It's very obvious.
Yet he says, "Gay, something else that meth can make you." I've seen that too.
That too.
I don't think Vito needs meth to make him gay, though.
Yeah.
Basically, the same mechanism of action as Coke. Are you
guys
sure
are
about that?
you guys are yeah, no, it is just extended release. Well, what, Ritalin being Coke or Concerta being Ritalin?
Ritalin being cocaine.
Oh, I don't know that
one. All right, that's the end of the super chats.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of worried that Vito might be burning his bridges, which I know Vito's spiteful in that. If
You're worried now?
Well, I mean,
I would have been worried 6 months ago.
Yeah, but I don't really care that much.
Okay.
I mean, I like Vito, but if he's gonna burn his own fucking, because like this is his big paying gig, biggest problem.
Yeah.
He does this and he sells what, cards and knickknacks on whatnot.
Yeah, consoles and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't see that as a long-term career. Although I have seen videos of people who make an entire living off of being eBay sellers, and they just go to Goodwill, buy shit for like $2, and turn around and sell it on eBay for like whatever.
That's definitely money in that.
My
Vito
dad would
is-
do that shit back in the 90s with Star Trek characters.
Oh, yeah?
Like Star Trek dolls. There was one thing I wanted to show you real quick before we move on to some of the steel toe stuff. Ken sent this to me, and he thought it was uber gay. I, however, thought it was really cool. Where is it? Fucking sake. No, it's not. Where the fuck did it? God damn it. It's just. Why does Twitter's, like, scrolling mechanism suck so fucking bad in the DMs? Does this ever happen to you, like, where you're scrolling through your DMs?
Oh, and it stops to load?
It doesn't stop to load. It rolls you back, like, 4 pages to load. And you're like, well, you just put me down, like, literally almost back to where I started. So what was the point of me even scrolling now?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think I've had that problem.
Oh, dude, I have that problem constantly, and it makes me want to punch Twitter in the face.
I have to just wait a second for it to.
Well, it's like if you go like an inch from the top, it'll load and not do that, but you have to like stop like right there, and then let it load, and then keep scrolling. But if you go all the way to the top, it's like, oh no, you go all the way back to the bottom.
Yeah.
All right. So this next video, John, is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I really want to go to this museum so fucking bad. This is the world's largest miniature museum.
Oh, wow. Would it be a medium mature?
What's up?
Then?
No, Lord of the Rings coined the term bigatures.
A
Their shit-
bigature.
Their shit was way bigger than this.
I'm in a 45 million euro miniature world. Take a look. Later. All right, so behind me is Monaco, one of the first places you'll see. So this cost about 5 million euros to make and over 150,000 man hours. And it even has a live camera to show you the race. This is in real time. This is not.
Dude,
now that's cool.
That's
pretty
fucking
sick.
cool.
Pre-record. This is real time. They have their own kind of Formula One channel that they developed. And take a look at the detail. Took 11 years to develop. That right there is Supercar Blondie reviewing a car. But look at this. Look how tiny she is.
I don't know who Supercar Blondie is, nor do I really.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Sounds
She reviews
like-
cars.
Sounds like a real body percussionist, if you ask me.
Next time you're in Miniature Wonderland.
Sounds like an influencer.
So on this side is America, Mount Rushmore, with Abraham Lincoln, George Washington. Now below Mount Rushmore.
Darkland needs to just put Eric's Transformers in there and have them fight. See, now we're talking. That would be so awesome.
You have this little base, but here we have a button that says Area 51. So watch what happens if I press it, because it's actually underground.
Oh, wow.
Just like the real thing.
Just
you
like
have
the real
a
thing.
Spaceship maybe being reverse engineered.
Oh, there's Will
Maybe
Smith.
some American Black projects.
Jeff Goldblum.
You know, top secret right here. You have the little planning board right there, like, where are the aliens at? Show us the aliens. You got Las Vegas, so in the middle you have the Luxor, that's the pyramid. And then you have all the whole kind of amusement parks inside the city. King Kong's at the top of the tower. Do you see that in the middle? And then you have, rockets taking off.
What?
And on this side, you have the more deserty area. So America took 99,000 hours to build. The layout size is 100 meters squared. The track length is 1,400 meters. There's 140 trains and about 70,000 LEDs. Obviously, if you look around, you have a lot of trees. So there's 10,000 trees, 800 cars, and 450 buildings.
Dude, this is awesome. Now, these cars aren't on tracks. They have like little
They're
camera-
not.
They have little camera
Okay.
systems. Okay? And they also have automated recharging.
Oh, sick. So as it
Right here, the
moves, it
Coliseum.
recharges itself
No,
type of thing?
It'll show you here in a minute. Oh shit, we got another dono.
Oh, shit.
This man executed a lobster with $6.20. Can we watch the trailer for Summer School Movie Friday, June 20th? First day of summer. Be there or be square. Stream. Calm. Until. Make me the promise I have to know if I have to evolve the party over. Puff puff pros.
I have to have to watch the movie. We'll definitely check out the trailer here in a second, Pat, man. Thank you very much.
I'm looking at its tiny pee-pee.
Let's see if I can find the trailer for it. What is the name of it?
It actually looks like the real thing
Summer High
because in the
School,
real Coliseum,
1987.
They built this kind of ground level, but this was the underground of the Coliseum. This is actually where they used to keep all the animals, and they would lift them up with like these wooden elevators to go and fight everyone. You a better look at the Vatican, going into the Sistine Chapel, and
wow,
the Pope is on the balcony doing his thing.
Over here, there's a sniper pointing at the Pope.
And down here is the secret library where they've stored all the treasures of the world and don't let them be seen by anybody.
Mm-hmm. And here's where we torture the aliens.
Dude, the volcano's kind of sick.
Oh,
Let's see where they at. Romania.
It's Rio de Janeiro.
We need like a guy in a Godzilla
Brazil.
costume. Go there. Just like knocking buildings over.
Yeah.
We have obviously the beach. We have Christ the Redeemer up there. One of the 7.
Look, they're in Brazil.
Oh, you can see Kyle. Look, if you look real close, you can see Kyle.
Wonders of the world. And this is about 46 square meters of surface here. You're going to see it go all the way to the end, being Rio. You need to have the carnival.
Oh,
Over
cool.
here,
Some of them move.
Moving parade.
favelas.
I love that in the favela, just on the corner, there's just like a police raid of some sort happening.
Oh, yeah.
So it's actually 2 floors. You can see people up there on the kind of a balcony. I poked my head out right behind that bridge. The beginning of the video. Them in the world factory. It's actually a Lindt chocolate factory.
Oh, dude, this one's pretty cool. So they have like a little chocolate factory here in Switzerland, and you press a button, it actually gives you a piece of chocolate.
The factory. It's actually
Oh, that's
a Lindt
awesome.
factory.
And it's Lindt chocolate.
Cool. Like
Which
that.
is
The
very
machines
good.
Start turning, and over here you can see how unwrapped chocolate gets wrapped through this little machine right there. So it goes in, gets wrapped, and then there you go. And this is not just for show. I mean, this, you open it up, it's actually wrapped.
That's pretty cool. The big concert.
30,000 liters of real water.
Does it show Japan?
This is the real deal. Look at this. So,
I'm not sure where this is.
so this
I'm
is
talking about like on the
Scandinavia.
models.
This took 140,000
No, I don't know where the models are at. I don't know where this museum's at.
hours. Completely goes end to end.
But do they do
All right, now
Japan as a
this is
model?
the world's largest.
Yeah.
That's what Keckboy was asking.
Yes.
I'm sure there is, but this is only like a 5-minute video.
Miniature airport. It's also the world's first miniature airport.
Well, if they do Japan and
you
Godzilla
have
ain't
over
on it, I'll be
400 planes
pissed.
in Miniature Wonderland. Now the airport is called Nuffingen Airport. It's made up, but it took over 6 years to build, over 4 million euros, and it's over 150 meters squared. You're gonna see there's over 45 different airplanes. You have A380s, you have Cessnas, you have Star Wars craft. And what's cool is that all the individual trucks and cars, when they run out of battery, they're programmed to drive through the back and charge themselves. So if you look closely, for example, the fire truck has these little metallic bits on the...
See, that's pretty cool. Like this entire
It's very
fucking thing,
cool.
it powers itself. You don't have to go change batteries or shit. Now, the cool thing would to get like a big warehouse, and you make a real intricate like world, and you put AIs in the little cars.
Oh, the cars.
Yeah.
Be very
See
funny.
what happens. Just see what happens.
Oh, you could do like a car, like the Disney's Cars exhibit.
Yeah, you could.
On the sides. So these metallic bits that stick up, they run through here, and they get charged through these other metal plates. The amount of work it takes to make everything
Dude, that's
look
pretty cool.
natural and flawless.
Like you kind of forget
Yeah.
about the sticks for like a second.
This is, to me, absurd. It's so many man hours.
I love that it just goes through the look.
Yeah.
All right, let's check
Oh,
out
look.
this trailer.
It's the Twin Towers.
Dude, that would be hilarious.
It would. The tower like breaks apart and like reassembles every like 5 minutes.
That'd be hilarious.
Allahu Akbar.
You know what we need? I mean, besides bread, we need a woman who appreciates what we have to offer.
Freddie Shute loves to cut class. Hates to do
Sick.
homework.
They look 40.
Everybody looks 40.
For summer vacation.
Look, Freddie.
It was the 80s.
You're a semi-charming guy and a real snappy dresser. You're just not the kind of guy I date anymore.
Yeah? What kind of guy you dating now?
Oh, the kind who wears socks.
And the only reason he hasn't been expelled yet is because he's the gym teacher.
It's
On the
Gibbs!
show At Oceanfront High.
Congratulations.
From NCIS.
Oh, I'm not a real teacher.
Oh, that's
all right.
Oh, I was like, I know this guy looks fucking familiar.
Yeah, I thought he only ever did NCIS. But obviously he did stuff beforehand.
I mean, yeah, clearly.
These aren't real students. They're unmotivated, irresponsible, not too bright. They'll relate to you.
You in this class too? I'm teaching it.
No way! Right off the bat, you show them who's in charge. Please take your seats.
Where should we take him?
Who is in charge?
Fucking smart asses. I hate these people.
I recommend this time I pass. You're gonna do well, Jerome. I can feel it.
I've seen some of your students. Very scary.
There's a very valid reason for summer vacation. The human brain needs rest.
I know you guys aren't exactly fired up about English. We're stuck here. We're trapped like rats.
Tension breaker had to be done.
Mark Harmon.
You need an intelligent, sensitive man who can skate.
Kirstie Alley.
Do you know such a guy?
Oh, they're hard to find. And the
This is
ocean.
like right before she started ballooning up. Just...
Like a balloon.
The 90s was not nice to her. Let's say that.
From high summer school class of 87.
They're as smart as you and me.
You and I. All of us. Paramount Pictures presents a new film by Carl Reiner, Summer School.
I love this film. It had passion, a plucky spirit. Dave, I agree with you. Thumbs up from me. Same here. To sum it up, I'm Chainsaw.
All right.
I'm Dave. We'll see you at the movies.
Directed by Carl Reiner? Really?
Oh.
Okay.
Cool. Well, it's certainly no Hamburger the movie, but
Hamburger.
that could be good for a riff.
Yeah, that might not be too bad. We could probably do something with that, Time Man. All right, let's get on to our final segment.
Please.
Hold on. I gotta get the video. So what I'll do is I'll just show us like a part of the first one because there's like 3 parts that you can watch on the Stalin 19 channel. I'm gonna show. Actually, there's 4 parts. Sorry, I said 3.
Nervous about what?
No, just don't get nervous. It's gonna be okay. You seem to get
What
very
would I be
angry.
nervous about?
I know you. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Let's.
So this is from This Little Piggy, which is a stream that Carl, Husey, and Patrick Melton all do together on Fridays to just make fun of Aaron.
Yeah.
And they had Keanu on, who had some rebuttals to the Hackmania stuff. And then Nick came on. And then they immediately started arguing.
She came out on behalf of something Aaron said. She's kind of on his side.
Oh, she
Again.
actually is on his side. But every time you go, why are you on anyone's side? She goes, well, Aaron did something wrong, but Nick's the real asshole. It's like, no, this is not.
Yeah, he's the real criminal.
It's like, no, this is not a...
So that's why I had to dox April.
Does Keanu know that she could just stay out of it? Is she aware of that?
I know you only have. I know you only.
For 35 minutes. Like
I
you did
know
on this
that you
show.
only have a few minutes.
no.
So, did you or did you not get into a? Did you or did you not get into a blame April for missing your drug test? And did she or did she not call me hyperventilating, crying?
Did I blame April for missing a drug test?
Yes.
No, I didn't blame
You
April
said
for
to
missing
her,
a drug test.
from how she put it, you said to her, I've never heard somebody so upset in my entire life. Crying, hyperventilating, beside herself crying, saying, well, Kayla and I got into a fight about you, so we couldn't make it to our drug test.
What do you want me to
think
say?
She made it up? You think she made it up?
No, I don't think she made it up.
It sounds like you're exaggerating something that another woman exaggerated to you. That's what it sounds like. Where'd John go? Did his internet die on him?
I just didn't
Did you-
blame April for
God
missing a
damn
drug
it,
test.
John!
Okay, so you did miss the drug test.
Yeah, I missed a drug test.
Right. Did she or did she not text me and say that both you and Kayla are both emotionally... shall I read it? Since all of you like to do that, I will. Would
You
you
have
like
an hour to
to
prepare this backstage.
This would be the
read it.
first time you read texts from April.
Why?
Watch this. Hey,
Why do
hey,
you keep
hey,
asking
and also,
other people? Hey, you dumb bitch.
wait, I just got here.
Also,
I just
wait.
got here, you red-faced little bitch. I just
Red-faced
got here. All right, right.
Keanu.
I just got here. When did you get the permission from her to display the text messages at Hackamania? Was it January? Was
Well,
it
you're
March?
not one to. You're not one to.
So this is Keanu's big sticking point. When did you get the permission, Nicholas, to show the text messages at Hackamania specifically? Like, this is how I imagine the conversation went. Oh my god, these are hilarious. Do you mind if I show these to people? Go ahead. End of conversation. But Keanu has to move the goalposts. And she has to talk. She doesn't even let Nick ever fucking respond either. She just keeps yammering.
Yeah.
They should have started muting her after she asked her question.
It's a lot of moral grandstanding. Think of your wife, Elaine. Your wife, Nick. She does that a lot. Your wife and kids.
No. When did you get the permission from her?
Here I
thought
am
you
doing a
hadn't talked to her.
podcast.
I thought you hadn't talked to her in January. Then you said March at a traffic stop. Did you get the permission at a traffic stop?
What are you talking
You're
about?
wrong. You're
When
confusing.
did you get the permission? When did you get the
You're wrong.
permission?
You're getting it wrong because you're not plugged into this again.
No. I'm genuine. Well, when did you get the permission from her to share the text messages?
It was written on her boyfriend's middle finger, you dumb bitch.
Now, in all seriousness, this didn't make either of them look good. It made Keanu look like a loud, obnoxious, dumb bitch. And it made Ricado look like an emotional child. And I don't really have any strong feelings towards Ricado. Like, I don't hate him.
Yeah.
I don't watch this shit.
I wouldn't call having April and his kids doxxed being like. Oh wait, no, I don't think his kids were doxxed. Yeah, they were.
Who
I don't
doxed
think
his
Keanu
kids?
did though. Kiwi Farms.
I know not Patrick Melton. Josh Moon really wants to get the body cam footage, but according to Nick, that's never going to happen because it's not of public concern. So they have to okay it. Nick's never going to okay it.
Yeah.
Well, answer the question.
got it.
Answer the question. When did
Probably.
you get the permission?
We talked
when
about
did
it
you
for
get the
months
permission?
and months and months. You
And
talked
then
to her
you
once
hadn't
in
talked to her
October.
since January or March at a traffic stop. Did you get
I
the
did.
permission?
How do I talk to her at a traffic stop? She's
That's what I'm asking.
Kiki, you're mixing up stories.
So if you hadn't talked to her in months, then do you still have the permission to
shit.
show the
She might be
text
retarded.
You're literally the dumbest person on the planet.
Correct.
Yeah.
Look how red
I mean,
you are.
can you
Look how red
blame
you
Nick
are.
for getting emotional when he's dealing with
When did you get the
Keanu?
permission? When did you get the
Yes, John, I can.
You can?
You should never get emotional with a woman who isn't your girlfriend.
That's true.
Never.
Yeah, but what about hate? Hate's an emotion.
You can hate someone, you can hate on them.
Yeah.
But when you start letting them get at your goad, you've already lost. Like, he should have just been completely calm and like collected the entire time and let her act like a crazy bitch. And he would have came out squeaky clean. But instead, he gave in to the bait and he fucking tried to scream at her and yell at her, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't make you look good, man. It just doesn't.
permission? When did you get the permission?
Kiki, you gotta let him answer, honey.
You only yell at a woman if that woman is your girlfriend and you're behind closed doors and she deserves it.
Why? Fuck women. Why can't I yell at women I don't like?
I mean, you can yell at them, but don't let them like get at your actual emotion.
She got at his emotion by not answering any questions.
Well, by also talking over, and he should have just been like, just sit there and let her talk.
He should have just shut up, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Keanu lost much more in this than Nick did.
Well, I think they both just look like idiots, and Keanu just looks like a even bigger, like, lying bitch.
I'm trying to answer you. I was in a relationship with April that ended in November. I spoke to her through January. We had planned
You told
the
Pretty
entire.
Antisocial you saw her last time in March.
They
And then you
didn't
told
talk.
somebody
It
else
was in
in
a
April.
car.
In
Kiki,
separate
catch up.
cars, 40 yards away. Keep up, you
retarded?
dumb.
Jesus Christ, she's
Get
dumb.
Gino in here to put your leash on so he can drag you through a logic question.
I love that Husey and Carl are just laughing at it, and it's Patrick and Nick yelling at her.
Yeah.
You dumb bitch. What is
I'm
wrong with
asking.
you?
I'm
Get your
genuinely
hamster to
asking.
put your helmet on so you can eat some soup later. You dumb piece of
God really fucked her over. Gave her no ass, no titties, a really mid face, and then made her dumb as a bag of bricks. It's like you didn't get anything.
She was born into a rich family. She got that.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter. She'll burn through that fucking money. Don't last.
Like,
They saw each other in cars across the street. They weren't talking.
Daddy!
All right, so when did you get the permission? When did you get the permission to show her text
I don't know. Maybe for months and months and months while he was dragging her name through the mud online.
When did you get the permission to show her text messages at a festival of incels? Sorry, Patrick. Sorry.
Literally.
Oh, you're
For
saying what
months
Aaron says.
For months.
You're saying what
and
Aaron
months.
says. That's fun.
Okay.
You look. Oh my God, we
Not
talk
you,
every
Carl.
day, you moron. What is wrong
got
with
It was all
her-
you?
fat
got her
incels at
permission-
Hackmania.
You got her permission to show her text messages on a large screen back in when? November?
Oh my God, yeah, but that story, she told me
It's a weird
well
thing.
before
Why
well
won't you
before
let him answer
November.
it?
She told me that story before November, you retard. That being said, we were planning on telling that story from the moment she told it.
Until she has a new boyfriend? Maybe you...
What does that have to do with anything, Keanu?
She's just reaching, just trying to be right.
Before she had a new boyfriend. Why are you in this person's life? Like, why?
Because she was friends with April and Aaron. And she stuck her nose in it.
Was friends with her.
But wait.
So, yesterday morning, John, Aaron, I guess, was indisposed of, so he needed someone to cover for him, and he had Keanu and Gino cover for him. And, well, this is a little bit from that.
I found it. Ricada Law, despite the fact that these two have been genuine scum to everyone I care about.
Oh, I'll pull it up. I have it. I have it here.
But isn't that funny? It's like, this is how I'll say it again, how YouTube makes you insane. We've been genuine scum to everyone I care about. Who the First of all,
read the name of the person that posted it. I forget.
Ricada Law.
No, what's funny about this is a nothing clip. I think it's pretty cute, but Ricada chimes in. That's what we're going to show here. Okay. I love you. Goodbye.
No, this is not live, Joe. This is from Wednesday.
Next time I hang up on you, call me back. I did talk about that too. Right.
I didn't, baby. I never heard that part either. That's
Yay! I did. And so then accidentally,
I'm skipping
I liked
ahead.
it, and I'll give that a like. I'll give that a like.
Right, but
That's very honest.
I wouldn't even give it a like. It's here's the. Well, I mean, you can obviously, but here's the thing.
Oh, that's
because
why
Joe-
I have you blocked, Chad Buzamok. That makes sense. Okay, I get it.
Oh, baby, that's what he lives for. Is like, I got her good. No, I just can't waste my energy reading your shit. You should tell him. But so, the thing about, despite the fact that these two have been genuine stuff, like it's like when Bruce Springsteen says, "Oh, Donald Trump is doing terrorist, is acting like a tyrant," blah blah blah. It's like, tell me how. Would you take the picture down and make me big so they can clip it better? Thank you, Angel. So wait, thank you, baby. Who have we been scum to, Nick? Your stupid wife who...
Oh, wait, here we go. I think this is a more direct clip, because this is one's off Doom, I think.
Only she had these hideous...
Okay, so, like, they're on Steel Toe's channel, right?
Yeah.
They decide to do the one thing that you probably shouldn't do on Steel Toe's channel, which is break his NRO.
It was like that. Exactly. Right.
That was a post.
That was the
Only
post.
she had these hideous tits.
Oh
that
my
she
God.
ripped-
Now, I know that they can't break his restraining order, but what they can do is aggravate the situation, and a judge who has yet to sentence Aaron to anything, which happens in next month, I think, could see this and be like, oh, you let them on there for this specific purpose.
Ruined for her husband. And it says Nick under her left tit.
Right.
I can't unsee that because I saw your whore wife naked.
Oh,
I saw
God.
your stupid
Oh.
and again, when Ruby's like,
Well,
oh,
when
yeah.
you bring Gino on as a guest, you have to expect something like this would happen.
I don't get
So there's an
Gino's
argument
appeal.
there.
I mean, I don't hate him by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't get why people really like.
He's loud and brazen.
It seems like that would be something to ward people off.
Well, not all traits that stand-up comedians have are good.
I guess.
Oh, Gino laughed. Right. I was very uncomfortable. Like, yeah, tattoos aren't bad. You can put whatever spin you want on it, but my poor friend Aaron is out $50 for sending me a picture of Nick's whore wife. By the way, hi Kayla. Did you have fun babysitting the 5 kids whose brains are fucking ruined while your husband took a refrigerator to fucking skank? What was it?
Hackamania.
Did you, Kayla? Hi, Nick. You fucking idiot. Look at Nick. So funny.
What are you closed up too much?
Did I fuck up my mouth? Say when.
Probably.
Is his microphone in the
probably
camera?
Anyway,
Likely.
But they would like for you to think in the way that they phrase it.
So, yeah, that was a great idea, Gino. Did good job there, buddy. What is wrong with these people? Like, these people are all like, they're retarded, right? 'Cause I don't understand how they just keep pouring gasoline on their own fires.
They want the attention.
I guess.
That's it.
Well,
Keanu more so than Gino, I'd say.
Gino's been yelling at Nick Ricato on Twitter for yelling at his wife. And Nick's response has been, I learned it from you. So here's a clip that may or may not illustrate said thing.
I want to axe you.
I want to axe me. Gino, I think maybe Trump, even though I don't believe he was doing the things that maybe everybody else on that airplane were with Epstein, but he still was on the flight list.
No, Keanu, I'm going to say this once. For you fucking stupid. Stop. My picture.
What?
I'm going to. What? No, Keanu. Wait.
I thought he was.
He thought he was.
No, that's just it. You thought he was, and you spout the fucking lies.
Wait, I just asked you.
She asked the question.
You kept talking over me rather than listen to the truth. It drives me
that's
insane.
what I said. I said I don't know. So why wouldn't they become?
She has the most like piercing, grating voice.
She does. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't seem that. Gino yells. He yells a lot.
Yeah, I would yell a lot too if I was married to this fucking insufferable bitch. They're both pretty insufferable people, to be honest. Like Gino's at least funny when he's being insufferable.
Yeah.
Right. Donald Trump hung out. This is why Stuttering John, I said this age is like Donald Trump raped a 14-year-old. No.
I didn't say that.
No. Stuttering
John.
Is anyone listening to me?
Everybody is.
Okay, Stuttering John said he raped a 14-year-old.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying I didn't say that. So why are you getting so crazy?
Because you're spouting the because again, stop pretending
But
you're not
remember-
liberal when you regurgitate the biggest lie of the left.
But let me ask you
Find
something.
me, watch this. Find me a picture while I'm saying
that
this,
guy
and then
wearing
I'll
a-
interrupt you. Because I know
retard
I
helmet?
can go. I can go have a goddamn drink, and you two can talk about whatever you want.
Likely.
No, but I want to ask you something right now. I want to ask
That's
you
another compound guy.
Epstein picture.
Remember when you said, and this is why this is very important to this. Remember when you said during 9/11, you was that person who would have been, oh no, not our government. Remember you said that about you?
Did I live with someone who
No,
said
no. The question is,
I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm not. Larry, I'm not fucking doing it. We're ending this in 3 fucking minutes.
You can't answer the question?
What? Okay. No, I'm saving you the time of asking it.
No, but
I'm saving you the time of asking
this
it.
is very important.
Does this seem like a Coke like rage? Your internet's getting all again, John, you okay?
I don't know. I guess I'll just leave and come back.
Oh, he left us.
I don't know. It seems like someone did too much cocaine and is now worked himself up into a frenzy and is getting angry at his wife and co-hosts. That's what it seems like to me. It's just my 2 cents.
Important. Because,
this is the okay.
Well, here's the deal. Right.
Gino, why do you need this many fucking bracelets? What in the unholy fuck are you doing, Gino? That is too many bracelets for a straight man.
Yes.
Especially in New York.
And that's the whole point. There are people that are still at where you were when I was saying people like you were the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. Now, but I would have never treated you like that even in your ignorance of 9/11. Why when someone makes a simple mistake that you go the fuck off?
Because I've been saying this to her for months.
You asked me to find a picture. There they are. And
Yeah.
there's many
Okay,
more.
Keanu,
Okay.
how old is Donald Trump in that picture?
I know.
No, you
that's
don't
why
know.
I just said.
Just
I was
like this
asking
matter
a
of fact-
question.
Can you confirm that he didn't fuck a girl?
The look on his face at the end there. Oh, that's why. Why do people do this? I don't get it anymore.
I have no clue.
Oh God. Let's see. Anything else before we can get the fuck out of here?
Steel Toe. Don't they do? Didn't Johnny and Steel Toe do like a?
That's right. What did I do with that? I thought I had it up here. Hold on.
Holding.
The fuck was it? I just swore it. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta wait for all my fucking history to populate. There it is. Found it.
I know that hurt, and I have to tell you guys something. If watching a podcast,
I have to tell you guys something. I'm gay. We all know, Aaron. Yeah. We all knew.
So much pain that you have to go into cope mode, you're over interneting. You're doing too much step away for a while. None of that should have impacted you. None of that should have
You think that's where fucking Vito got the Sharpie thing, holding the Sharpie? You've been watching too much Steel Toe lately?
No, Vito always twiddles with stuff.
Stop it.
During the show.
Stop. No one wants to see you twiddle with things. That's why you get them all chroma keyed green colored. And you
Right,
just
so you can't see it.
green screen it out. I can sit here and play with this maraca all day, and you guys will never see it.
Where's that coming from? It's very weird.
Anyways.
have registered on a personal level. Because I'll tell you what, they were talking about my life And it didn't register on a personal level. It registered on an analytical level. I was like, okay, I can talk about this. I can expound on this. I'm watching it going, I can expound on that. I can expound on that. And then going, oh, I'll go to jail if I expound on that. And by the way, I need to point something out. If you don't think it was Nick's plan to stop me from expounding on certain things to call him out.
Why do you keep saying the word expound? It's expand. I fucking hate this guy.
That's why he brought on these charges. And by the way, 100% Nick brought on those charges. I did the bad thing. I gave him the gun. But he was the one in control the entire time.
But it was still Nick's fault.
And it was by design. It was Aaron's kicking my ass. I can't stop Aaron from kicking my ass. He has all the dirt. He's telling all the truth. But I can slow him down. I can take a leg off him. And he did.
By lying.
So I'm watching these clips and I'm going, I can talk about that. I can expound on that. Ah, no, not that. And there were just too many of those moments for me to be able to play clips. It's not worth it.
Well, he is expounding. It's just, you know,
trouble.
That's not what you mean.
It means elaborate.
Yeah. To expand.
And he's going, oh, there was just too many moments where I was like, oh, no, I have to expound on this. I need to expound on that. It'd be too much expounding for me to ever do it. It's like, Aaron, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like a week of content that you don't have to prep anything for. You could just slowly EFAP your way through that Three Little Piggies episode, and you wouldn't have to put together content for your show for an entire week. No. You just want to expound. Don't expound on me, bro.
You know, I took some notes. Here's what I'll say to begin. You've checked up on some of it. What do you think?
I think with
he just goes, I think you licked cum off your ex-wife. Hey, Johnny, that's what it's been. God damn it.
Whoa, hey, oh, Johnny.
God damn it, Johnny.
I think your crippleness is acting up again. You want to take that again?
Clearly, his multiple sclerosis is making his brain go retarded, and he's got things backwards. He means I clearly didn't do that.
Right, Johnny?
Johnny, you see that right now? I'm going to fucking withhold your $50 for the week.
Oh, no, I need that for my ramen packets.
The Becky Monster says, I expound the goal.
rumors that have circulated and stuff, it gets really hard to tell what makes Nick's voice.
Yeah, when I say Aaron does prep, I mean he watches other shows and steals the videos that they're watching. That's the prep.
I don't know how he finds time, though.
But
I wish he would steal my level of sophistication for my thumbnails, because his thumbnails are literally the worst in the fucking business. I've been trying to tell him for years that his thumbnails sucked, and he wouldn't listen to me. That's really why he didn't like me, I think, because I actually brought something to the table. Criticism.
Boy, getting emotional certainly seems to be one of them, because Hoodall.
With this whole thing, where to start? So Keanu and Gino host the show for me.
Yep.
And as Keanu and Gino are hosting the show for me, they start talking about the Nick stuff. And they start talking about some of the things they know. And some of the things they know.
His mouth and his audio are still not synced up. It's been 2 years.
They're not?
I've been bitching about this for 2 years.
Trigger the shit out of Nick Rekieta. One of them being that April declared Aaron never abused me. Now, April also said this on Twitter. The reason we know Nick was, and by the way, sue me if this isn't true, Nick was tweeting from April's account.
Yeah.
Because you'll remember the next day after Nick tweeted all these really disgusting things about his family, about April and Nick and all these things.
God, I don't like his face.
Rant.
I don't like his mouth, and I don't like his eyes.
Said,
he's a beady little weasel man.
He does kind of look like a weasel.
He looks like Weasel from the Suicide Squad.
It was somebody else. And
it's like Scrat from Ice Age.
Yeah.
And she also did the "I was hacked" thing, and I've been talking to Twitter.
And he's kidnapped this
communications and
cripple
everything.
man.
I 100% Nick told her to say
Hold
that.
him
It sounds
hostage
like a
for $50 a week. That's insane.
stupid,
That's insane.
retarded cope that Nick would come up with.
I'm hacked.
Yeah. And also, I know firsthand that Nick was writing her texts because when he was scared, he was nervous that he needed April and I to dislike each other. And when April was coming to pack her stuff up and leave, I said, I'll leave the house. You come in, take whatever you want. Come through, take whatever you want. And we were texting very nicely, and we were kind of just, going over memories and stuff. And she was like, I'm really sad to be leaving here. I wish it didn't end like this. But I'm like, whatever. We were just doing that.
I don't believe any woman's ever said, I'm sad it's ending. To you, Aaron. To you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. The melancholy, she's like, I hugged my mom in the driveway and I cried. I didn't want it to go like this. And I'm like, I didn't either. We made mistakes, blah, 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 blah. And then is around the time, about 3-4 hours later, around the time she would have gotten back to Casa de Batshit, and he would have gotten control of the phone again, out of nowhere, I start getting these angry text messages about what a monster and manipulator and piece of shit I am and all this. And I'm genuinely confused. I was like, that was a great...
This is how he knows firsthand. I don't think he knows what firsthand means.
Yeah, that's not first. That's second hand.
This is you guessing, speculating.
Place to end the conversation, like where we were, would have been.
Warden Gordon says, "I bet Aaron tried to get him one last headbutt, for old time's sake."
Great place to end the conversation. And then just this, and then at 4:30 in the morning, I get these crazy text messages, and at the end of them. At the end of the 4:30 in the morning text messages in the summertime, where it's starting to get light out in Minnesota, the text would end with "good night." Bitch, it's morning.
That's how I knew it was Nick. He said good night. Because who else but Nick Recato would say good night?
Say good night.
Oh, yeah, I was just call Tie Man real quick. Hold on. Tie Man.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm calling Tie Man. And then we gotta get
Why
the
do you
fuck
need
outta
to call
here.
time, man?
He asked me to call him. See.
Oh, okay.
See his,
So we'll be here for another 20, 25 minutes?
He's got 3 minutes.
Okay. I'm holding you to it.
Hey, if he
Does
doesn't
he know?
answer, I'm going to let his voicemail say his entire phone number. Oh, hey, Tie Man. How's it going?
Hey, Dr. L.
What's going on, buddy?
What are you doing with that handsome come over?
Como. Oh, I need a haircut so fucking bad.
Yeah, I didn't want to shit on you about it, but I wanted to say the same.
Dude, I need a haircut. So it's getting so long.
It looks pretty good when you flip it like that.
Yeah, it's in my eye though, and it makes me want to chew on it and just like.
It makes you look like a pizzeria type of dude.
A pizza. Does she look Italian?
You want some extra sausage with that, ma'am?
No, it makes me look like I watch a lot of Dawson's Creek.
It does.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hey, you one up me on that one. Oh no. So the beginning of summer is Friday,
Okay.
June 20th.
Okay.
Summer school.
I think we could do that. It looks like it'd be a interesting enough movie.
Yeah. I mean, if Kyle's out of rehab by then.
Yeah, he should be over his heroin addiction by that point, I think.
I thought he was in there for meth.
Oh, no.
Oh, he probably was. He was probably highballing it.
Yeah,
He
probably.
was doing the high and the low. That's really sad. I mean, shit. We gave him everything we had for his new computer. He got into that. Started seeing spiders come through.
Yeah, addiction's a hell of a thing.
It's sad.
It's a hell
It's fucking sad. I love that man. I was gonna have him as my Valentine this year.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can get him next year. He'll be nice and clean. And so,
That's great.
Yeah.
I really respect his. He's really trying.
Yeah, he's really trying to kick the monkey, as they say. And this time, it doesn't mean a black person.
Well, when you know, it all added up in the long run. Like Kyle White, who didn't expect that?
Right? A drug addict and a white supremacist? It's weird. He's not even white.
Oh, I thought he was just doing white for drugs.
Well, both. He's doing he's on the white lady and the white race.
Chasing the white dragon.
Yeah, he's chasing the white dragon and becoming the grand dragon.
I think he learned all of his bad habits from that frozen Asian dude.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
That's
definitely.
where all the heroin in the sphere comes from. Frozen brings it in through the brown triangle.
And they probably never even met each
Canada.
other. It was just over, like, you know, YouTube conversation.
Yeah. Hal made it. Yay! I'm on my way, Hal.
Okay.
So you made it home. Hal's been on vacation for the past week. She's finally home. I'm glad she made it home safe. But yeah, Ty, man, we could totally do that. Well, all right, buddy, we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
You seriously, both of you guys never seen either of those movies?
No, I can't.
No.
Or not either of those movies. Either one of you never saw Summer School?
No, I've never even heard of it. I was fucking surprised when it said Carl Reiner directed it. I was like, what?
I saw that. Yeah, and I had it on my TV.
Yep. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button on your way out, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night for another episode of Ministry of Dude. Till then, have a good evening, everybody.
Bye.
Give me money, send it straight to Dr. Till. He'll pay me back.
Everybody, go buy The Maniac. And also check out Johnny. He's on Trashcast right now.
Yes, Johnny's on Trashcast. Go check him out and go fund The Maniac or fund my comic at Indiegogo.
After the Kyle getting a computer thing, like, what does he need? Like $2 more grand to get out of the mental hospital there program?
Somewhere about there, yeah.
Oh, $2 grand? That's nothing. We can get that for him.
I mean, it's Brazil. They got cheap rates on rehabs.
And you can probably get some money for your updates on the things.
That's true.
What was the thing you needed?
Just, life.
Well, yeah, that. But no, didn't you say you need like something to start doing something with your computer?
I'm gonna upgrade my computer in the next year or so.
Oh, we can get to that